less than 1% of things in the physical world are connected. And in the near future, the growth and convergence of people, process, data, things on the internet will make network connections more relevant and valuable than ever before, creating unprecedented opportunities for individuals, businesses, and countries. With regards to individuals, people experience the world through their senses: hearing, touch, sight, taste, and smell. With the Internet of Everything, things that were silent now have a voice. In this context, Internet of Everything becomes an exponential proxy for sensing, understanding, and managing our world. When it comes to businesses, we know that succeeding is ultimately all about delivering value. Internet of Everything will help businesses achieve this goal by creating new opportunities for greater optimization and efficiencies. From the perspective of countries, while there are many forms of government, transparency is critical for countries to deliver services to their citizens. When correctly applied to ensure privacy, safety, and security, Internet of Everything will allow all levels of government to increase the amount of transparency so that everyone benefits. When the history of Internet of Everything is written, its success or failure will be determined by answering one question: how did Internet of Everything benefit humanity? In the end, nothing else matters.
So true, so true. Okay, good to have you with us. Thank you once again for taking time to stop in with us here at Cisco. You've chosen a great time. We got the Taiko drummers next door, and everything's all exciting now on this corner of the show hall. So we're glad to have you with us. We keep clearing out people in the front row. So guys, if you want to come over, listen, these are the people that just need to relax. Come on up. We can grab a couple of these stools, and you can drag it wherever you want.
Today, less than 1% of things in the physical world are connected. And in the near
Let's go ahead and kill that video back there.
People, process, data, things on the internet will make network connections.
Sorry, we'll wait till the video stops playing in the background. There we go. Okay, I think we're back with it now. Okay, so glad to have you here. What we're going to do up in this first theater area, this is where we can have a nice introduction to what the Internet of Everything is all about. We find that a lot of people, they know about the Internet of Everything, or they've seen it in a television spot or a media blitz, and they say, man, that sounds really cool, and I don't really get what it means. That's what this area is for, is to kind of explain what the Internet of Everything is, what we're headed toward, how Cisco is driving it. And then when we're done, we're going to show it to you in action over here in the Connected Home and the Connected Store area if you've got more time to check that out, so I hope you will. Also want to make sure that you all get scanned through our system. Who is actually doing the scan? Oh, there we go. Renee is over here in the back. And okay, great. We've got a couple of scanners wandering their way around. Just make sure that they get to you, because we're going to give away a copy of this terrific book at the end of the presentation. We're really honored to be a part of this phenomenal project. This is tracking how connected data is transforming our world. If you happen to go to John Chambers' keynote yesterday, Rick Smolin, the author of the book, was on stage there with John talking about this capability, and it's really just remarkable. So I hope you get a chance to check this out. Okay, so just to dive us in and to get us ramped up into what we want to talk about, who here in this group has got at least 2 internet-connected devices on you right now by show of hands? 2. Just 2. Anybody have 3? 3. Phone, tablet, Bluetooth, Fitbit, I don't care. Anybody 4? 4 connected devices? Anybody at all? I don't see a single hand, that I'm really glad of that, all right? 3 is more than enough for anybody. Although we're going to see each other here at the show about 5 years from now, 4 is going to be like the minimum everybody's going to be carrying around. Now, the reason that I bring this up, it sort of ties into the book as well. We know why we're here. We're all here for the same reason. We are looking for whatever the next coolest connected thing happens to be. The next toy, the next goodie. We're standing in the middle of about 2 million square feet of very cool connectivity right now. At the beginning of this book, Eric Schmidt, the executive chairman of Google, says that from the dawn of civilization until 2003, humankind generated 5 exabytes of data total. Look, now we are producing 5 exabytes of data every 2 days.
You go meet at the other place.
Okay. In the intro to the book, John Chambers, our chairman, our CEO here at Cisco, said it's tempting to say we're already connected. There's really not much left to connect. We are so far from that reality. Despite the power of the internet right now, today, about 99% of the physical world is not connected at all. Now we're getting there. The internet is continuing to evolve, the number of connections, the level of impact, but when we think about connectivity, most of us are still here. What do we think about? The easy stuff, right? Stuff like this. Phones, tablets, computers, blah, blah, blah. What about our network economies, e-commerce, digital supply chains? What about all the things and the people and the communities that fill our worlds? Those connections, those are the immersive experiences that make the internet cool, what we want it to be. Now what we're doing is bringing the less obvious pieces on board. Your clothes, your lawn sprinkler, your school, your doctor, your car. We build relationships based on and created by the number of connections we make. All those new relationships result in really incredible things. And what we need to do is connect the previously unconnected. And that's how you really need to think about the Internet of Everything. We are connecting the previously unconnected. We are allowing data that used to be siloed, that has for a long time been on its own, completely locked down, to now open up and share across a bigger picture. And Cisco is helping to drive this move to the Internet of Everything. And it's really changing the way we live, work, play, and learn. And I'll give you a couple of examples. Okay, here is a spectacular photo of my hand. Clearly I need some cuticle work. It's very dry out here in Las Vegas. What I really want to point out is not my hand, but the little sensor here on the end of my finger. That costs about $1. Stores millions of pieces of data. It has Wi-Fi connectivity on board, and it's going to gather information wherever you put it. Put it in your shirt. It'll read how and where your body is collecting heat. Put it in your lawn. It'll tell your watering system when to kick on or when to shut off. We can put it in a doctor's shoe, have it read her traffic patterns throughout a hospital and use that data, heat mapping and so on, to help build better hospitals. Now today, the data from each of these connection points, in this case each of these sensors, is siloed, it's separated. Tomorrow we're going to connect it all to and through the internet so we can work together and create a bigger picture for all of us. And then Cisco is out there making sense of that bigger picture so that you can get insights from all that data, and hopefully it will make our world simpler, smarter, and more secure. Now, the potential payoff on this, really big. We measure it around 19 trillion over the next decade. That's about 1.5 times the GDP of the US. This is coming from business drivers in the private and the public sector. So now, if we can use big data to match supply with demand, if we can strengthen our workforce, if we can make our cities more livable, make our government more effective, if we can keep our customers happier, then we get our share of that big data pie, right? And it's all just waiting for us. That money is out there now. We just have to maximize how we use our data. How do we link it together? Now, let's go back to that sensor. Thanks to Moore's Law, we know what's going to happen, right? We're going to see each other at CES 2019, and this thing is going to be about a quarter that size, and it's going to cost about 3 cents, and it's going to be stuck in every darn thing we touch. We're going to have a hard time finding anything that doesn't have a sensor in it, collecting data in some way, shape, or form. We're already doing this in a lot of ways. This is only going to get bigger, so you can imagine where we're going to be in a decade or so. But for right now, let's just take this on a very small level in the way that it's working today, and then you can help to build that out. Okay. You guys may have seen this before. This is a Fitbit. Anybody else here in the group wearing a Fitbit? Anybody with the Fitbits here in my group right now? Or a GoPro or a Polar or what have you? AJ Jacobs, you got one back here. Talks about it page 54 over here on the book. So, this device, which we do not build here at Cisco, this device starts with self-tracking, and eventually it goes all the way to a bigger payoff, health-wise, for hopefully every single one of us if we do our job right in the Internet of Everything. So today, I wear this device to hopefully motivate better exercise, better diet choices, better movement throughout the day. This collects my data, transfers it to a web portal that then monitors and tracks my habits. Very simple. Now this information from the Fitbit, it's safe. It is siloed. It is totally under my control. I get to decide where and how my information is used. Now, my doctor, she's got an electronic health record on me and my medical history. Now, right now, these are separate, but thanks to the Internet of Everything, if I choose to, I can share my data from my Fitbit with my doctor. Now, my data, combined with her data, work together, and we get a better overall view of my health. Very smart. All right, now next week, I'm going skiing with a group of friends. That is my reward for speaking endlessly, nonstop for 5 days here at CES. I'm going to need that reward. Hopefully that ski trip is going to go great. Let's say I do something stupid and I break my leg, or I hurt my leg, all right? I need an MRI. Well now, because I chose to share this data from my Fitbit, and incorporate that with the data from my doctor and her EHR, and that data gets incorporated with the MRI lab's data, and all of that data gets moved on out to my physical therapist and combines with that data. Now we know exactly how mobile I am. All of these people can develop the best method of treatment, decide which tests, which follow-up therapies make the most sense. It's very simple, it's smart, it's secure, and thanks to the Internet of Everything, my doctor and I and everybody in the chain have a more comprehensive view of my injury and my recovery. Next up, that data could hopefully benefit all of you. And the reason is, depending on how I respond and how I heal, medical experts could take my care regimen, share that out to fellow physicians who could then pass it along to their patients. So if we think about all these little devices that we can buy and pick up, Cisco doesn't sell this. You can buy this. You can buy a Fitbit from Fitbit over in South Hall up on the second level. I see people out here wearing glass right now. There are all of these capabilities that us as individuals that we can wear on our wrist or clip to our belt or wear around our neck or wear on our head that give us information. But all of that data can be aggregated and gathered together for the greater good. And that's really where the Internet of Everything soars. It is all about people working with people, people working with machines, machines working with machines. And then right now we've got Cisco in the middle of this little Venn diagram here, connecting it all, right? That connection leads to better innovation. So Cisco can help you very easily deliver these great new experiences for you, for all of us, for our customers. And then our commitment to the Internet of Everything makes the world simpler, smarter, and a whole lot more secure. We are the industry leader today, creating value from all of these connections. And you already have these connections. These are already a part of your life. The trick is how to take the data from each of those individual connections and allow that data to work together for the greater good. We'll build deeper, more lasting relationships. And like I said at the beginning, amazing things really do happen when you connect to the previously unconnected. Okay, so that's enough talk about it. Hopefully you've got a sense of how it works. A couple of things you can do now. Number one, join our Wi-Fi network here in the booth. This is the network information.